Hello? Mike, you wanna work? Okay, there we go. Okay. Art stream! We're finally getting one of those. I think it says in my... artist game... Okay, it does say artist, it doesn't say I'm gonna do art streams, but I am. I am doing art streams, turn that down a little bit. Not that much. Okay, for this... Where's my starting screen? There we go. Hi, just, I was doodling this while waiting. So, for the art stream, I'm just gonna draw whatever. Just whatever comes to mind. But, you know, you may notice that I'm holding a controller, and that makes sense for the gaming streams, but I don't think it makes much sense for an art stream. That's weird. Who draws with a controller? So... Boom. I've got a tablet. I drew this yesterday. I drew these new hands yesterday. Luckily, I did not need to redraw the whole model, or re-rig the whole model. I just made a copy of the other one, and then deleted the hands, and then added the new hands. And now I have tablet. So that's fun. That's the pros of being an artist. You get to draw whatever you want for your rig the day before you need it done. I get to be lazy. So, Bone Charleston was playing. Of course I drew Papyrus. Let's see how this goes. So it's probably just gonna be a lot of me drawing characters I like in different medias, and then talking about why I like them. And then maybe I'll get something and make it into, like, a full drawing. That's what I'm hoping for. I might draw something for Hollow Knight. Silksong came out, I saw a post the other day of something in Hollow Knight, and that gave me kind of an idea for a tragic drawing. As a Kinger, this has nothing to do with Hollow Knight. Put this guy in a circus, come on, man. That's not a circus. What the fuck is that? There we go, that's the circus. Get in there. Gone. It's gone forever now. It's gone. Yeah, so the thing that I saw the other day, it was about the Hollow Knight. Not this guy. I'm not talking about this guy. I'm talking about this guy. I saw a post about that guy. And it was in his boss fight. When you're fighting him, and he starts stabbing himself. Why is I not moving? Hold on, I gotta... Where's YouTube Plus? I'm moving the sensitivity down. Okay, so, where he's stabbing himself in his boss fight, when I watched a playthrough of Hollow Knight a while ago, I would see that, and I thought it was just the crazy. But I saw a post, and that made me realize, oh wait, no, he's not just crazy. Those were his moments of clarity in trying to help Gun Knight. And that was very sad. And then I got an idea of kind of like, I have to pull up a reference photo, goddamn. I don't know how I'm gonna look at the stream and a reference photo at the same time, because I only have one Google open. Not Google, Firefox. I use Firefox. Okay, found a reference photo. Okay, so it's got him stabbing himself. And it's like a close-up shot. I'm doing this badly because it's just a slight sketch. I need to work out the, I have to work out the, this isn't the right canvas size for what I want to do. It needs to be longer. Maybe I'll make it my background or something, I don't know. And so it's like him, he's got his cloak, You know, I'll change that canvas size right now. Zoom out of it. I just downloaded Clip Studio to my PC a while ago. I had a different layout on my laptop, and so I'm getting used to the new layout. The little switch over here to, like, zoom in and out of the canvas and spin it around. It used to be on the bottom, like right where Amble is. And so getting used to it being in a new spot is pretty weird. So anyways, you got Hollow Knight, Cloak, glowing. And then you've got him stabbing himself. Again, this would be in, like, he'd be, like, more over here. And then, like, the radiance kind of spilling out. I think that'd be a cool little... I've drawn Hollow Knight fan art before. It was a Quirrell. Because I love Quirrell. Quirrell was my favorite character. This is gonna be, like, spoilers for whatever I draw, by the way, because I need to talk about it. This is just an excuse for me to yap about different medias I like. I haven't played Silksong yet. I have not played Silksong. I don't really plan to play it on stream because stream, I'm gonna suck. I already know I'm gonna suck. I played a little bit of Hollow Knight, but not much. I didn't get very far. I mostly just watched a playthrough. I don't remember who the guy I watched was, but he played through the entire game. He, like, 114%ed the game. It was insane. And Coral's my favorite character. This is not the final. This is the sketch before the sketch. I'd like to make his head a bit bigger. Maybe bring it up a bit. Yesterday, to get into drawing again, because it's been like 2 months since I've drawn anything. It's been a long time. To get back into it, I drew Kinger, and then I kind of got carried away. Let me bring it up. Let me bring up what I drew yesterday. If I can remember what I named the file. Probably like just Kinger or something. Yeah, here it is. I drew this yesterday. I don't know how well it comes out in the stream because my second monitor's coloring is kind of weird. It makes it kind of, I don't know. It's like you put an overlay filter on everything. Like between my 2 monitors and my tablet, the colors appear different and it's fucking weird. I have no idea what my art looks like. The background might be a bit too dark, I don't know. But yeah, I drew this yesterday to get into it. I got a bit carried away. And I drew Queenie as a moth. And I didn't do Kinger's expression that well. I wasn't really thinking when I was drawing it, I was just kind of drawing it. So when I did it, I just... Like, it literally started with me, like, drawing Kinger. Just drew him over here. Just at an angle, because why not? Because he's a wacky guy. And I was like, I could do something with this. And then I put his hand out. It's like, well, what do I have his hand doing? You know, he likes bugs. I'll let a bug do a little butterfly. Like, oh, well, it's gonna... Maybe I should have it nighttime and be a moth. And, oh, moths kind of have, like, eyes on their backs. And I was like, oh, hey, that's kind of like what people look like when they abstract. And I was like, oh, wait, he has a wife that abstracted. And that was my full thought process in creating this. I did not change my color over. Thinking about what to do. I'm not used to talking when I'm drawing, so this is kind of weird for me. I'm really not used to talking while I'm drawing. Usually I just sit in silence. That's why I have the Undertale music in the background to fill some of that silence. He's kind of in the actual thing. He's bending over a bit more. Maybe do that. You make it a bit bigger. Help with the, could help with the, composition, if he's if his head's cut off a bit. That would probably look better. I have to remember to flip my canvas, I always forget to do that, and then I get to the end of the drawing process and it looks like shit. From one angle specifically. Yeah. I'm in the Hollow Knight fandom, but not like I'm in other fandoms. I like Hollow Knight. It's very good. It's a very good game. I do want to play Silksong, but I fear I am shit. I might play it later. Maybe not soon, but at some point I will. Like, Undertale. Undertale is a fandom that I just never leave. There are moments where in my Undertale fandom, there's like high points, and then there's low points where I'm not thinking about it that much. I have low motions. I forget I have those. It's kind of hidden behind my tablet, because my desk isn't very big. Just erase that. This stream's gonna be a mess. This stream's a mess. I came in here with no plan except draw thing. That was the entire plan. Draw thing. I thought I was gonna be Kinger, but then I was thinking about Hollow Knight. So I'm drawing Hollow Knight. I could show off my old fan, actually. I know I have it here. It's really old. Please do not judge me too hard. I don't remember how old it is, but it is old. Here it is. The colors are not great. Everything's brighter on my... I don't know. I tried to do something cool with the shadow to have, like, Quirrell... I tried to do something cool with the shadow with Quirrell, like, being dead, and then Hollow Knight, the mask breaking. Not Hollow Knight, he's not the Hollow Knight, he's the Knight, your little ghost. I'm gonna call him the Ghost. Got the crack, because, you know, true ending. Shatters. And then it's the Blue Lake. I don't really know. I drew every single rock here by hand. It was a mistake. Don't do that. Do not repeat my mistakes. It doesn't even look that good. Don't repeat my mistakes. Don't draw 1,000 fucking rocks. Do not do that. Find a workaround. Your back will thank me. And your wrist will thank me for the lack of carpal tunnel. Yeah, the perspective is whatever. Could do better. Not today. Not today. I'm trying to find a way to talk. But I really just need to work on this. I'm actually gonna pull up a reference for not perspectives, compositions. That's the word I'm looking for. I kind of need to remind myself what compositions look good. This might be, might be a, golden spiral, maybe? No, I'm not really sure if golden spiral is the way to go for this one. Oh yeah, Tammy. Kind of a weird idea. I'm not even sure if it's gonna work well. Maybe we do something else. I'm just gonna finish this sketch out. Maybe I should draw the cloak after. Draw the body first, draw the cloak after. That'd probably look better if I do that, so that I can actually see. Wanna be a bit bent over. So he's like really. I saw some clips of Silk Song. Where looking. I saw some clips of Silk Song where Hornet loses her cloak and then she snaps that guy's neck. It's fucking hilarious. Like, yeah, you go, Hornet. Just fucking go for it. They had it coming. Kind of a sword. Is a needle. Not a sword, a needle. I'm a fake fan. God. Okay, so that's kind of that. The composition doesn't really make sense. I have to tilt him a bit to make it make more sense. The composition I'm going for. And so then, yep, cloak. An issue that I think I have with drawing from fandoms is I like stick too closely to the source material. You can see a lot of my earlier drawings. I made one of Damien from Monster Prom, and my issue was I stuck to the color palette way too much. That was one of the issues. Because I kind of feel like I need to be true to the source material. But then when it comes to my art style, it would be better if I deviated a bit, I think. It's kind of something that I have to learn to... Because I'm like looking at the reference photo of the Hollow Knight stabbing himself, and I'm trying to like follow it to a T, and I don't think I should do that. I feel like it would look a lot better for me if I didn't do that. Radiance is kind of like spewing out. Let's see it. I'm gonna try a couple different compositions before I land on the one I actually want to go with. Nope, cancel. But Undo. Rain check. Trying that again. Remember, gotta deviate from the source material a little bit sometimes. Just a tad bit, just sometimes. Deviate. Okay. Maybe I should make the canvas longer. I can also do a better composition, or perspective, I mean. I keep mixing those two words, goddamn. Make his head a bit bigger. One idea. We could tilt it. What's his head? A bit more, maybe? Bring it down, tilt down. I think that helps a lot, actually. I'm liking this idea, but I also need to look at other ones, too. I mean, luckily my options are kind of limited here, because, you know, I'm going off a very specific scene. I'm gonna keep that in the back burner. And then flip it a bit. Have like, I'm gonna have them a bit smaller. Oop. Just a little smaller. Hit a bit more. Really drive it home. In the future, if people actually watch it, I'll probably do some like art request streams, you know, things that people ask me to. That'd probably work out well. Give me more stuff to talk about. I'm not drawing myself about shoes. In my YouTube comment section, I've gotten 3 different people to ask me that. I'm not doing it. I will draw myself holding a tablet. I will draw myself in the alternative outfit that has the shoes on. It has shoes on. Not drawing myself about shoes. What floodgates have I opened? There's like little shorts everywhere. I'm gonna do like some chains in the foreground too. It's just a sketch. I don't really have an idea of what I'm doing just yet. I've noticed something funny in the K-pop Demon Hunter fandom. Good movie, by the way. Killer music. I would play it, but it's very copyrighted. It's got some killer music. Something funny that I've noticed in the fandom is that, like, everybody wants to know who Rumi's dad is. And so they'll all... Everybody, literally everybody, is kind of just picking random characters from the background and saying, is this Rumi's dad? Yes, is this Rumi's dad? There's like a background character demon that appears for 2 milliseconds and they're like, Rumi's dad? Is that you? Is that you, Rumi's dad? It's really fucking funny. For a while they were like, there's like a theory that Genu was Rumi's dad, and like, guys, that's fucking weird. Like, I'm all for fan theories, but Rumi was very shown to have a very romantic connection of Genu in the movie. That would be fucking weird if he was her dad, guys. Like, I'm glad that one kind of died down a lot. But now we're in the phase of any background character demon that is male could be Rumi's dad. I'm surprised I haven't seen any fan theories that Jelly is Rumi's dad yet. Maybe there are there and I'm just not seeing them. It's gotten so bad to the point where on Instagram I've been seeing some person, I'm not sure who, I've been seeing their fan character who is like the manager for the Sacha Boys. And this fan character, you know, great character, great design. I like his character. I like his design. And the actual creator just has him as a project manager for the Sacha Boys. But Instagram has taken that fucking fan character and sprinted with it, and a lot of people believe he's Rumi's dad. He's not even a real character in the show, and people are like, Rumi's dad? Rumi's dad? Oh my god, it's hysterical. It's so fucking funny how deep the rabbit hole goes. You look at... like, I literally saw a post where, like, the actual creator put sticky notes on their character, and one of them says, not Rumi's dad. It's so funny. It's so funny. Like, god. I'm also noticing a lot of people shipping that fan character with Bobby. There was not a sticky note on the character for saying not dating Bobby. So, I mean... Bobby's a great character. Bobby is a fantastic character. I'm actually really liking this composition that I've created. This one is very good. Compared to this one... I mean, this one's great. This one's pretty good too, I think. But I think this one just has a bit more oomph to it, you know? Could have the cloak sprawling a bit more. Make the needle a bit longer. It doesn't need to be lore accurate. Maybe because of the angle, I have this go up here a bit more. Look at this. A bit more like that. So a bit like... But, that's basically what it looks like. It also, like, kind of, like, gets less. I'm actually gonna do some, test coloring for this, It's very yellow. Orange, I mean. I'm not colorblind. Background. So I have this, and it's like a very bright bright colors going on here. Also gonna probably make it a bit more monotone. I like having my dull colors, actually. Like, I love my bright colors, but I really like having some dull ones in there, too. So gonna... Those night eyes. Spray. There it is. Is that particle size? Yeah. A bit. Nope, that's too big. So I'm gonna turn on the density. Did that do much? There we go. So, down the... I've been getting more into Ace Attorney recently. I've already played the Phoenix Wright trilogy. Very good game. Highly recommend it. It's okay to use the walkthrough. Like, some games, you look at them and you're like, no, don't use a walkthrough, figure it out yourself. But Ace Attorney, sometimes you gotta just use a fucking walkthrough. I've been wanting to play the Miles Edgeworth investigation games. I'll probably play those on stream. I also want to play the Apollo games. Give my boy Apollo some love, you know? I don't know shit about him, but let's give him some love. The games are just kind of expensive. Like, Phoenix Wright trilogy is $30, I think. And, like, for the most popular games in the series, that's $10 a game. That's cheaper than Silksong, which is $20. So, really cheap. Silksong's already, like Team Cherry, raise your price, goddamn. Team Cherry, you're gonna bankrupt yourself. No, you're not. Silksong's so fucking popular. If Team Cherry ever, like, if $20 wasn't enough, and they're about to go bankrupt and they made, like a Kickstarter post like, hey, our studio's about to go bankrupt, can we? And then and everybody would be donating. Everybody loves Team Cherry. Anyways, back to Ace Attorney. I've gotten off topic. Expect that to happen a lot. I very much like these attorney games. I've drawn fan art before, but I don't really like it. It's actually the first time, like, the most characters I've had in a drawing when I drew that Ace Attorney fan art. It's got, like, I should make the background darker to really contrast a bit more. I feel like that would be good. I should do that. Anyways, back to the topic. I'm so off topic. Ace Attorney. When I drew that fan art, it was, like, the most characters I ever had in one, because I added Phoenix, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, Maya, and then in the background I have Larry, and it's very hard to see, but Grossberg is also there. You can't see him, he's cut off mostly, but, like, if you know he's there, then you can see him. Nobody's cut on. Like that. I really want to play I finished Phoenix Wright Trilogy just recently, actually. Just a couple months ago is when I finally finished it. I started it over a year ago, but then I got busy and forgot about it. But I finally finished. I finished the second game. I played the third one. Dude, when Edgeworth took over that last trial, oh my god. I was so happy to be playing as Edgeworth. So, like, I really want to play the investigations games. Fun fact about Ace Attorney that I just found out recently. In a lot of fan arts of Ace Attorney, you'll see Edgeworth with a dog, and the dog's name is Pess? Pess? I might be thinking something else. Hold on, wait. Double checking. I am double checking. I might be mixing up with something else. Pess, yes, Pess. It is Pess. You'll see Edgeworth with a dog named Pess. And so I just kind of assumed that because I hadn't seen Pess, that she either appeared in the Apollo games or in the Investigations games. Turns out, is not canon to Ace Attorney. She's not. She's not canon. No, she was a headcanon character that one of the writers of Ace Attorney had. I forget his name. But she was a headcanon that he had. And he just mentioned that he imagined Edgeworth with a dog named Pess, something along those lines. And the internet ran with it. The internet decided, yep, Pess is canon now. Edgeworth has a dog named Pess. That is in the lore. That is now in the lore of Ace Attorney. And also, Pess is a Borzoi. Everyone kind of just agreed that Pess is a Borzoi. And I think that's fucking hilarious. I've also been informed recently that Borzois are a high-energy breed, which means that Edgeworth has to go on runs with Pess. And I think that's beautiful. Thank you, Internet. I love Pess. I love Borzoi Pess. You did good, Internet. You don't do good a lot, but you do good then. Fixing these chains, they've been bothering me. They're not totally fixed, there's still issues with them. This is just a sketch, they don't need to be totally fixed. I don't even need to fix these now, but it helps my brain if I see it. On Monday, on the stream that's happening on Monday, I'm going to be playing Repo with Joe and Rue, so that'll be fun. Love me some Repo. I'm not very good at it. It's gonna be a lot of screaming. Because I don't think any of us are very good at Repo. So that's fun. The chains down here that are hard to see, because... Might play the investigations games on stream. I want to. The only thing that's kind of stopping me right now is the price tag. But I think it'll be a fun play. I'm also excited to meet. I also really want to meet the girl in the games, Kay. That's her name. I know she does exist. I know Kay exists. I've seen her. I know Kay is real. Not like Tess. This stream really is just an excuse for me to talk about the fucking mediums that I like. Used to that being aware. Oh yeah, Metaton. Ooh, that looks nice. I like that. VOD Art? It also looks nice. So need a little bit of that here. I think there's a drawing here. I wasn't entirely sure if I would like the smaller one. I could have just placed these chains at random, but I think they're actually looking very nice. He looks goofy. He looks goofy as fuck with his eyes looking like that. Oh yeah, I forgot about the nail. And I also gotta do the cloak, which is Greg. This is a very monotone drawing, just because it has a lot of one color. I also want to play Path Part Out too on stream. I think that would be a good mix with the art and gaming, because it's both. Not really much in the first Path Part Out, but the second one I know has a lot more nuance or whatever. I gotta work on the cloak placement, it's not that great. Yeah, I think it's weird. I have a message on Discord, who the fuck is this? It is Joe. I know this person. This is not some rando. I don't know why a rando would be messaging me on Discord. Damn. Okay, I gotta move on to the actual drawing. This is good. This is good. This is a good base for my drawing. This is looking good. I'm gonna do a little break for this for some Kinger sketches. Because he's a silly guy. This is my favorite character. No. Okay. I think it's funny how Kinger, like, canonically is very good with guns. Like, this insane man who doesn't know where he is half the time, unless he's in the dark, knows gun safety. And that's very funny to me. Finger. We've got a little. That little balloon. I don't know. This. There we go. That's a bit of a better hand. I don't know why the balloon is so high up. The other day, I got a pizza from my college's dining hall, and it looked. I'm drawing it right now. I asked for pepperoni pizza, and it looked like this. My shoes are in the way. That is what it looked like. They gave me one. That was my mistake. I asked for pepperoni pizza. I should have asked for pepperoni's pizza. Or else you get the, if you ask for pepperoni pizza instead of pepperoni's pizza, then you get the fucking... the bill cipher of pizzas. Okay, back to Hollow Knight. I should save this. It's just illustration right now. I gotta save. There we go. Saved. Pick all these layers of folder. I am actually, I do think this looks very good. It says much potential. Be a good drawing. Just new layer. Gotta work in those details. Starting with you. You're the man of the hour. I know you don't want to be, but you are. Pulling up the reference photo. Can I make you larger? Open image and new tab. Can I zoom? Please zoom, please. I would like to zoom. Okay. Stuff blurry as fuck. You can't even see what I'm dealing with over here. Okay, I guess it's staying small. Usually when you open an image in a new tab, it just opens the fucking PDF. But for some reason, it just opens up a Reddit post. I'm not clicking open link in new tab. I'm not clicking that. I'm clicking open image in new tab. So why is it acting like this? Really weird. It's just staying small. The hardest part about this is getting the arc correct. Especially at this angle. Did I just do it first try? No. That would have been nice if I did, though. Second try. Second try. That is also very nice. I will take that. the inner arc, which is a bit trickier. Because he's got some ridges on his horns. Makes it a little bit trickier. Have you guys seen the Hornet plush? The official one? Because it looks wonky. I'm sorry, Team Cherry, but the Hornet plush looks so wonky. Because you know how, like, Hornet's, like, cool and badass, she has her eyes down here, like the Knight does? Well, on the plushie, the eyes are, like, up here. So it looks weird as fuck. Like, if they just moved the eyes down to how they actually are in the sprite art, it would look fine. But because they have them so high up for some reason, I'm pulling up a photo. I'm pulling up a fucking photo because it's so funny. It's so silly. Was that actually official? Yeah, it is. Okay, the one I got looks nothing like this photo. It looks a lot weirder. There it is. There are a lot. I don't. It's weird. I wish I could prove it, but I don't have the plushie on me. It's at home. Not home, but in the plushie that I have, the eyes are like up here, and it looks weird as fuck. But in like the store, it looks fine. Like they're a little high up, but not that much. Like I would probably put the eyes a bit more down here. But that's pretty close to how it looks in the actual merchandise. In the one I have, it's so... I don't know why it looks like that. No clue, actually. Hold on, there it is. I gotta figure out a better way to do these. Usually I have Twitch open on my Google, so I can like look if anybody new joins or whatever. But can't really do that right now because I have Google open for my reference photo, which I need. But I also don't have that much room on my second monitor because I have one open for OBS. Which I mean, like, I can check chat on OBS, but I can't see how many people are in the stream. Because usually in games, whenever somebody new joins, I kind of just explain what's happening, if I notice. But if I can't see, then I don't know. I can't even see things that well on my OBS. Because the tablet's in the way. It would be very helpful if I could see Twitch. But I cannot, unfortunate. Like, you know, I would take down the OBS, but I also need to have that open just to make sure the PG tuber is in the right place, make any adjustments if I need to. Audio is another thing that I need OBS for. So that's kind of, eh. Hollow Knight, I don't like your horns. I'm sorry, they look nice, but I don't like drawing them. I just hate drawing anything but arc in it. Like, I like arcs, but if they have to be super specific, then it gets tough. It's tough. Okay. I think that was fine. I can fix later, if need be. It's a bit weird. That's like there. Be specific on how this needs to look. Okay. This one looks taller. They're up higher on the farther one, that's not good. Bring that down a little bit. That's better. Oh, afterwards playing. Birkenstruckum. Birkenstruckum is playing. I like this song. I watched a composer react to the Undertale music, and the first one he did was Birkenstruckum, I think. And he didn't know anything about the music of the game. And when this part comes on, the leitmotif tutorial, the composer like immediately picked up that that was a leitmotif, and it's like, wow, how the fuck you do that, man? How do you just pick up the leitmotif if you know nothing about the game? You haven't even heard tutorials soundtrack yet. Insane, actually. I love how I'm drawing Hollow Knight fan art, and I'm talking about literally anything but Hollow Knight. We had Ace Attorney, we had Digital Circus, we had K-pop Demon Hunters, and a little bit of Silk Song. Did I ever mention Hollow Knight? Maybe once, for about 5 seconds. You know, before I heard the thing about the, about how the Hollow Knight was stabbing himself in the moments of clarity trying to help the knight, I didn't really have that many opinions on the Hollow Knight himself. He was kind of just there. I like all the fan art where they predict the knight, the Hollow Knight and Hornet brothers and sister, I mean, because, you know, they are. But it also gave the Hollow Knight a bit more character. I mean, the Knight and the Hollow Knight, they're both hollow, so they don't really have much character. Hornet has the most character out of any of them. I like how now I have a bit more of an opinion on the Hollow Knight because of that I heard, and I like that. I like that I have more of an opinion on him. I think that was the end of the soundtrack. It was the end of it. Okay. I'm moving to Deltarune music. Should I get a chapter 1 OST? Yeah, you know, I'll just do it by chapter. Chapter 1 first. Why is it starting on Root Buster? Ah, move back. Why is it starting on Root Buster? Another hymn. Another hymn! Who is probably Gaster. Probably most definitely Gaster. I really like Gaster. He has no character, he is one sprite, and then vague mentions if you are lucky. But I really like Gaster. I think he's a great character. Despite his lack of existence in the actual game. I like all the fan theories. I like the ones where they make Gaster Sans and Papyrus' dad. I think that's very funny. I saw an animation where just Papyrus and Sans are just sitting on their couch. And then Gaster just strolls in, like, I'm back with the milk. I'm back with the milk. And I think that's so funny. I drew some Gaster fan art. I want to show it off because I really like it. I'm just gonna... Open... Gaster. Did I not save that as Gaster? I did not. How did I save this? No. Oh, maybe I saved that under Mystery Man. Nope. Okay, wait. How did I save him? I know I have him. You know what? I'm just gonna... I'll figure it out. I'm just gonna look through here. I'll find it. Maybe I did it waterfall related. Oh, I see. I put it under WD Gaster, not just Gaster. Whatever. Here he is! I'm very proud of this. I think I did very well. I like the angle. The thing I find funny about Gaster is when you're seeing fan art of him, you'll see him one of two ways. Either you'll see him as... You'll see him as Tumblr sexy man Gaster, who just looks completely fine. Arms behind his back. He just looks... fine. Oh, there you go. It just holds in his hands. Or you'll see just a blob creature. And I like both these interpretations. I'm more used to this one, because that's the one that you saw a lot in the earlier days of the fandom. So I kind of just combined the two. I think it looks good. I'm really proud of the walls. How I did the walls here. I think that was very good. The grass took forever. Not have fun with that. The door I had fun with. The door is fine. And you can see I have the, this next experiment seems very, very interesting at the bottom. Because it's so iconic. You cannot have Gaster without... It's very, very interesting. Right. Shoulders are probably around here. Just gonna lock those out. And then I'm noticing in the photo that the legs can stick out a bit. Gonna move those are. His legs are a bit longer than that. good. This leg's a bit short. He look balanced. His head's huge. He's kind of bending over backwards just a little bit more. He's very long. Okay. Move this up a bit more. It's a good game. I like Deltarune. I need to replay chapters 3 and 4. I've only played through them once. Also, fun fact about me, I've never beat any of the secret bosses. None of them. I've unlocked Jevil. I've never done the whole thing for Spamton before. But I've done the stuff for Jevil. Never beat him. Never beating him. I wish there was, like the same thing for the, like, Sans, he has a bad time simulator. I wish there was something like that for the other bosses. I think the reason why there's, like, a bad time simulator and not an equivalent for the other two, for the, other bosses in Deltarune, is that, you know, if you want to get to the Sans fight, you kind of have to kill all of the characters that you've befriended, which I don't want to do that. Some people don't want to do it and they do it anyways. I'm not doing that. I've only ever done the pacifist route. Every time I replay the game, I always ever do pacifist. But I want to try out Sans. So, that time simulator. A good fix for that problem. But the other bosses, Deltarune, you don't need to do that. You just gotta fulfill a silly little side quest. And then, look at that. You've unlocked the bosses. I'm not even gonna bother trying to give a straight line for this. I'm not even bothering with that. I figure. That's why I think it's like that, but it would be helpful, because I don't really want to go through the process. Jevil is easy, you just gotta backtrack a little bit, get some keys, and then you got them. I'm not entirely sure what the one for Spamton is. Okay, I'm a bit confused about the Chapter 3 Seeker boss, because, like, I know it's the Knight, right? I know it's the Roaring Knight. I'm not entirely sure how that works, because you just... Like, I lost to the Roaring Knight first time I played. And then there's also the Secret Room, if you get S+ tier both times, in the, game show. And it is a secret boss, but it also isn't the secret boss. Because you need to beat that boss to get an item that you need. I think, I might be wrong, I might be thinking of something else. But you need to beat that boss to get an item that you need to beat the actual Roaring Knight. I know who the Chapter 4 secret boss is. I'm not entirely sure how to get to that point. I loved Gerson in Chapter 4. He was great. Favorite Chapter 4 character. Right there. Gerson Boom. immediately recognized him from Undertale. Immediately. Nailed. I think I nailed it. I think I may have nailed it. There's people watching, please don't leave after that joke. I'm sorry, I apologize. It made it worse, I think, actually. There we go. Nail. Not totally accurate, but doesn't need to be. It just needs to look like, just needs to look cool. And then I have actually. Ron's my favorite Hollow Knight character, but I also really like Cornifer. Cornifer's also very good. Hornet actually isn't up there in my top 10. I apologize, Hornet lovers. I do like Hornet. I do like Hornet. Don't get me wrong. I don't dislike Hornet. I really do. She's just not my number 1. Or number 2. Or number 3. She's in the top 5. She's in the top 5. Number 4, maybe. Sure, doing that hand. This seems like the best way to do it. Like, it gets a bit difficult because their bodies are just pitch black. So I don't want to lose any of the clarity. Kind of the same problem I had with drawing Amble. You want to keep all the character, but you don't want to lose any of the clarity. It's a bit difficult. It gets a bit difficult. So I gotta see a little bit. And then I gotta do capo with a cloak or whatever. I've gotta figure out how exactly to do that actually. No, that's not doing anything. I'm gonna just test out different ways to draw this damn cape. I really don't know what I'm doing with this. So that was like the one thing. It looks pretty good actually. The cape was like the one thing in the sketch that I wasn't gonna do. Get down. Hi, Kinger. I know I could control Z, but I'm so used to just pressing the undo button. Even if it causes me to accidentally switch to a different canvas. So, I need to rewatch K-pop Demon Hunters. I've only watched it once. I know there's like some people out there that have watched the movie like 28 times. That's crazy. It's a good movie. It is a very good movie. Make the cloak look very raggedy. Kind of succeeded. I should. I should let's look like a bit more. Yeah, I think that improved it a bit. Look at the big picture for this one. I gotta get the arcs. I gotta get the arcs looking good. The arcs are very important. Go. That looks good. Bring it down a bit more. This how it was then. It was kind of a little bit off, I think. Let's go to me. This just a little bit more. If you're watching this, you watched the Moral Dilemma one. I made a community post on my YouTube, but I'm gonna say it in the stream too. I'm not going back and replaying Moral Dilemma or buying the DLC. I considered it, and that's actually what this stream was probably going to be, but I'm not doing that anymore because the Steam page, I'm not sure what it's actually called. The thumbnail? It's not the right word. I think Steam calls it the capsule. Whatever it is. It was made with AI. So, I'm not replaying the game because of that. It did clarify on Steam that the game itself is not made with AI. But, I don't know, it puts a bad taste in my mouth just even part of it to be made with AI. I don't like it. I don't like it. Not playing that game anymore. And it's so weird to me, because, like, the fucking capsule or whatever it is on Steam, it's 2 doors with red and blue lighting over it. There's 2 doors with red and blue light. They have 2 doors. They could have made it in the engine. They could have made it in the game engine in, like, 10 minutes. I don't understand why they used generative AI to do that. It's weird. Well, whatever. I am just not gonna play the game. It's just fine. The shorts for that game weren't doing too well on YouTube anyways. Repo, I think, is gonna do a lot better. There's not really many critical moments in an art stream. I don't know what I'm gonna... I don't know, I'll find something to make a short about. I could be making a short about me saying this right now. I don't know. Okay, I think I've done a lot of sketching. I don't want to draw the cloak. Also, fun times. Not too long ago, it was like a week ago, I think, I finally got a comment, commenting on my fucking speech problem. I think it's a speech impediment. My grandma says it's not, but I don't really believe her. I think she just doesn't want me to have a speech impediment, so she's saying that I don't. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I don't. But it's a speech problem that I have. Where you notice that sometimes at the end of words I'll add an that doesn't need to be there. I can't hear myself doing that. I cannot hear myself doing that. I don't mean to do it. I would rather not. I would rather I didn't do it. But I just do it. I don't know why. It's weird. I was honestly surprised it took as long as it did for me to finally get a comment about it. I assumed that would be, like, considering how the internet is sometimes, that'd be, like, one of the first things people would comment about. But nope, took a while. Surprising. I'll take it, you know? It's only been the one. It's only been the one. Got it a week ago, haven't gotten any since. It was very nice to see that was not being focused on. The comment wasn't really mean. I should clarify. The comment wasn't very mean. It just was. It was just there. That's cool. Is odd. The cloak is very odd. I need to make it look more raggedy. It looks pretty raggedy as of now, but I just needs to be more. Should add some holes. Should add some holes in the cloak. That'll make it look more raggedy. Yeah. That's a little. Silk inside of it too. One more. Arcane! That was the thing that happened. I like Arcane. Arcane is good. Echo is my favorite character. I know, I'm super original. I'm super original. I like Echo. I have the best opinions. But no, I like all the characters. I'm surprised that a lot of people don't like Vi. That think like all of the problems in the show, you can trace them all back to Vi. And I think that's so weird. How people dislike Vi for that. I like Vi. Vi is good. I don't really have much else to talk about that. Yeah, I think that's good. Good for the cloak. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's looking good. That's looking good. I'm gonna erase it. I'm just gonna color. I'm not even sure where it's supposed to be colored, but well, you can never erase. Oh, I recognize the prison music. World Revolving is about to happen. Get ready, everyone. We love World Revolving. That's a good song there. This actually might not be the prison music. I think. Let me check. I'm checking. I'm checking what this actually is so I don't look like an idiot. Where's mine? There we go. The circus. Yeah, this is the prison music, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, World Revolving. That one's next. Hell yeah. Okay. The World Revolving really is a good song. What's everyone's favorite Pokemon? I like Galvantula. He's cool. I don't see much about Galvantula. I know the people who like him, and the people who I don't really see anybody that doesn't like him, just doesn't think about him. It's better way to put it. Oh yeah, that's looking cool. Let me look at that. Yeah! That's looking cool. Is the hilt at a different angle than the rest of the... It is at a different angle. That's not correct. It should look like that. It's fine. It's fine. I can just grab it and just tilt it a little bit. Go. To fix the issue of perspective, I can just grab everything, just spinny. I like how it's flipping that. Better. Looks fine. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit closer to that. Okay, cool. Crisis averted. I fixed it. Now, the next option is the chains. That's another problem. I could just make that a bit bigger. But no, I don't want to do that. Oh, there's a different one. Oh, that one actually doesn't look bad. Huh. Like, these are some new brushes. It's been a while since I've updated my Clip Studio, and so the fact that I haven't seen this new stuff, that's cool. The only chain that there used to be was, like, this gold one. I'm not seeing that one anymore. There's some leaves? Ooh, that's cool. Oh my goodness. More foliage. Hold on. We're pausing everything. Pause the HUD. Stop stabbing yourself. You can't die yet. There's new stuff. Some of this stuff isn't new. Ground. That's new. Oh, that's cool. It's a good angle. I might use that for this one, actually. That works. I might use that for this one, actually. There's some cracks, too. I can get big. Big crack. Cloud. I've seen this one, huh? I know this one. I actually might use it for this one, too. Make it orange. Hell yeah, that's the radiance. There he is. Rebel, that's not new. Book, that one is new. Ooh. Oh. Maybe I'll use that, maybe I won't, I don't know. Building. This one's more for, like, manga. Yeah, I might not use that one. I kind of make my own. There are no effects. There's a rose. I noticed they changed things, but I didn't realize they changed it so much. That's cool. This is new. Oh, I could have used that before. A braid. I don't really see myself using that one. I might use the buttons? I don't know. These are more for the people who use this stuff to actually make manga and shit. Or webtoons, or manhwas. I could use the lace. I might use the lace at some point. There were some brushes that I would use that aren't here anymore, which is kind of sad. Do I use the shades? Should I? What I might do is I might use these as a base and then draw over it so that it's in my own style or whatever. To make sure it's straight. Yeah, that's cool. And then I can use it here too. And then I'm gonna go. And then there's the ones in the background, which I'm gonna do on a different layer. I'm not doing them on the same layer, but I'm just gonna have them here for now. See, these are the ones where I need to draw over it because I'm kind of crooked. See, yeah, it's kind of crooked right there. That's kind of weird. Yeah, this is cool. This is a good brush. I like the brush. It's good. Very helpful to me, actually. That's round. I don't have that set in stone yet. I don't want it to be flat. For the sake of the angle, I want to have it slanted. That's a bit. There we go. Yeah, and then I have like stones and shit to the bottom. Okay, that's the end of the Chapter 1 soundtrack. Oh, I accidentally muted it. And before... Oh no, there's 2. I'm moving on to Chapter 2. Chapter 2 of the soundtrack! Yippee! There we go. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna be right back. I'll have to use the bathroom. 1 second. Be right back. back. I'm back. I want to finish this drawing on stream. I've been here for about an hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, I can finish the drawing on stream. Maybe. I mean, I just gotta do the chains. That's like the big thing right now. Doing these chains. I mean, honestly, maybe I mean, they have the white. I know there's a way to, like, when you're doing the brush, to make it so that the inside is transparent. But I don't know how to do that. I really do not know how to do that. It would be easy if I could figure it out, but alas, I don't know. So instead, gotta draw over it. The brush is a guide. To make the ones closer. I'm actually gonna make this a vector layer so that I can change the size of the brush. The line art. I can change the size of the line art. Yeah, brush doesn't really help me if I don't know how to make it transparent. This is exactly what I would be doing. This is exactly what I would be doing in the normal, with the old brush. So, nothing's changed. New brush, no change. It's fun. That looks bad. Yeah. Right, I forgot it did that. Okay. I'm gonna do this one, actually. Green has a good theme. I think it's funny that when it comes to Deltarune, everybody either loves or hates Birdly. There's no in between. You love him or you hate him. I know people on both sides of the spectrum, and I think that's very funny. Because, like, I talked to one friend about it, like, oh yeah, Birdly's good, I like Birdly, and then I go and talk to my next friend, and he's like, I want to kill that bird bastard. I like Birdly. He's a fine character. He's not my favorite character, but he's pretty good. I like Noelle. Noelle's a good character. I think, Birdly being the character that you can kill in Chapter 2 is a very good choice. Because Birdly's annoying. He's an annoying fuck. Even when he gets reformed, he's still annoying. I remember when I was watching a playthrough of Chapter 2, I saw Birdly, after Susie and Noelle get off the Ferris wheel and Birdly comes flying in with that rose in his mouth, I remember audibly yelling, "Birdly, leave the lesbians alone!" He's annoying. He's an annoying bird. And that's what makes him funny. He's just so annoying. And that's why I think it's good that you can kill him in Chapter 2. Specifically him. Because it's like, everybody wants Birdly to die, right? Chapter 1, everybody wishes death upon Birdly. But then in Chapter 2, when you actually do it, you're like, wait, no, I didn't want it to be like that. Everyone wants to kill the annoying bird until the killing the annoying bird has consequences. Good writing. Good job, Toby. None of you know Infinity Train. I really like Infinity Train. I'm so sad it got canceled. I really hope it can get a renewal. I know Owen Dennis, the creator of the show, is still holding out hope, and that's nice. If he's holding out hope, then so am I. Season 1 was good. I really liked Season 1 of Infinity Train. Season 2 is also very good. I honestly wasn't the biggest fan of Season 3, but I know it's, like, it is good. It's good. It's not my favorite, but it's good, right? I know it's a lot of people's favorites. That's cool. I'm glad it is. I liked it. It was fine. It's not my favorite. I liked Season 4. If they were able to, lean more into the themes, but unfortunately, since it was on the brink of getting cancelled at that point, they had to kind of tone it down a bit. Just sad. I would have liked to see it, I'd like to have seen it how it was meant to be. But what we got was good too. I like it. Like Mingy and Ryan. They're so gay. Mingy and Ryan. Those are a couple of gay men right there. And I love it. And that's one of the themes that they weren't able to lean into. Boo! I hate homophobic companies. So, like, all of them. I had an idea for a while of, making a webcomic, of what I think the rest of the seasons may have looked like. I've got a lot of planning in. Thoughts about it. But I don't want to draw a webcomic, so I'm not doing it. That's the only reason. I still want to draw a webcomic. I also... I'm not really big on planning. I don't like planning things out. That's probably the reason why I've decided on streaming. Because everything is kind of in the moment. It works for me. Lots of people like a lot of planning. I don't. I don't like writing. I really don't like writing. And when you're making a webcomic, you kind of have to write. Like, if I liked writing, then I probably would make the webcomic. But the problem is, I don't. So unfortunately, no comic, but I did get a lot of ideas. I have a lot of headcanons. I'll talk about one right now, actually. I'll just use this. So, Season 5. Or, I think it's supposed to be a movie, actually. Where you got Amelia. I don't want to spoil. I know a lot of people haven't watched Infinity Train. Watch Infinity Train. It's very good, but basically, Season 5, important character. There's this turtle. And I think his name's Cork, something. Like, whatever. You have turtle. It's cute, I like the turtle. And something that's interesting is in the one piece of art we have for it, you can see there's like a little, it's like reflective glass in like the top middle of the shell. And it's not confirmed what that is. But I kind of have the headcanon at the moment. What that is that it's like a magic 8-ball. You know, when you shake it, and you get a yes, no, ask again later. That was a little headcanon line that I have about him being a magic 8-ball. I think it'd be cool. I don't know what the actual plan is for him. I don't know, maybe he just... maybe it's a solar panel, and he needs the sun. He needs the sun to be alive. But I like the idea of 8-ball. I think that could be good for a lot of scenes. No idea what the actual program is. Or was. Is. I'm going with is. With these background shades, I'm just gonna have them like this. You ever see like a YouTube short of like a some sitcom or whatever, and you're looking at the short and you're like, man, these characters are fucking insufferable. How many seasons did this get? I see that, like, there's this one I see. I think the show's called American Housewife or something. I hate the mom character. I'm like, how the hell did this get so many seasons? She's so insufferable. It's a mystery. It's a real mystery. I'm gonna add more detail to those when I start rendering. Look at that. That's the main shit done. This is looking good. This is looking good. I like this. I came here with no plan, and I'm getting a sick drawing out of it. Okay. Now, Oring. It's September. Has anyone else noticed that Halloween's starting earlier this year than it usually does? Like, I was seeing Halloween shit being set out in August. So that's earlier than usual, right? I'm not complaining. Halloween's fine. It's not my favorite holiday, but it's fine. I think it's interesting that that's happening. I think it probably has... Jesus. I mean, it's gotta have something to do with Christmas, you know? Christmas always starts early, and it starts earlier every year. So I think, like, the Halloween people are like, we also gotta start earlier. To make up for the fact that Christmas always starts so early. I'm like, fucking hell, man. At this rate, we're gonna be celebrating Christmas in fucking July. Is this the Spamton? Is this the Spamton, G Spamton? Be a big shot. Be a big shot. Nothing chance to be a big shot. 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 That helps. think that looks good. I don't know the next time we'll do an art stream. It's probably gonna be a while. I want to wait till I actually get people actively watching so that I can actually communicate with chat. Because I'm seeing chat right now. Empty. I think it would be... Yeah, because right now, like, there's not really much to talk about other than what I'm doing. I'm drawing the Hollow Knight stabbing himself. There's not much to talk about. So I'm just yapping about shit that I like. It's just funny. But yeah. It's gonna be more gaming streams. I don't know, maybe I know that the next one is gonna be Repo. Maybe after that, I'll play the investigations games. Because I do want to play those. I really do. That might be what I do. I'm gonna do something interesting with the nail here that I don't usually do. With stuff. Okay, maybe not that much because it's ooh, the hands. Where are your hands? There are your hands. Okay, now it's not over the hands. Like that right now. What I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna take the line art and I'm gonna make it white or orange. I'm not sure what. And then I take the nail and just like that part white, or like a light orange. Yeah, I think that looks good. We are now on hour 2 of the stream! Woohoo! I keep influencing Joe's algorithm. It's a trend. Instagram algorithm. Now it's this Twitch algorithm. Hilarious. For a bit, just like chains. There we go. We got some chains. Oh yeah, that's looking nice. That's looking cool as hell. I'm also gonna make another floor layer. Referring other layers, why is it not referring other layers? Got cool scale. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? I have a layer. There's the line. I don't see a gap. Maybe it's... I don't know. I think it's there. Let's make it tweak out. You can screw off. Okay, I think the lines might be too thin. What's tolerance mean in the... Ooh. There we go. Fixed. I've seen those videos on YouTube where it's like, you want an easy drawing hack? Try this! And then it starts with 3 squares, and then before you know it, it's a fully rendered, amazing looking piece. And you're like, how the fuck did we get here? How did we get here? I think that's funny. I think those moments are funny. Okay, now how exactly should I do this background? I think I want it to be darker over here so that it that the orange really stands out. Why are you on multiply? Be normal. Why are you on multiply? Why is the default multiply? I don't want it on multiply, I want it normal. I'm not touching the screen right now. I forget when you make some of these brushes big. It really likes to... It's weird. Unreliable. I'm gonna have it like, these are rocks, and it's kind of reflecting the orange of it. Just slightly. And then, yeah, same thing down here. Just to... really frame it. Who's everyone's favorite FNAF character? Where do you think the FNAF series should have ended? Because, really, I think it should have ended after Pizzeria Simulator. I see some people say after FNAF 3. Then, like, then you wouldn't have gotten the line. The Henry Emily line. The monologue. Not a line, it's a monologue. Despite me thinking that it should have ended after FNAF 6, my favorite character is the daycare attendant. Sun, Moon, Eclipse, all 3 of them. I really love the daycare attendant. I've drawn 2 fan arts for them. I drew 1 fan art for the daycare attendant after Security Breach came out, and I drew another one after Ruin. But you can see my improvement if you look at the 2. Let me open them up. Where are you? This is the sun drop. Oh god, sorry, I might flashbang someone. This is the sun drop, moon drop that I drew it after Security Breach came out, which, let me make a Google. When did Security Breach come out? Because it was not long after that. When did Security... 2021. December 2021. And now, when did Ruin come out? 2023. July 2023. Let me find my Eclipse now. As you can see. Boom. There's a little bit of a difference between these two. Just a little bit of a difference. Also, at the time, this is when I was still going by K-Comic. Not anymore. Don't ask what the K stands for, I don't know myself, though. Yeah. This hand that you see on the clips right here, that took fucking forever for me to do. It took forever. It was so hard for me to do at the time. And the funniest thing, too, is that the first time I drew it backwards. I drew the wrong hand, and I can't even just flip it, because then it would be... Because, like, if you have a hand that's like this... That's not how hands look. If you have a hand that looks like this, just flat at the screen. Just... Flip. Okay. You get the idea. Flip, easy done. But if you need a hand that's facing this way, then you accidentally draw the wrong one facing that way. Yeah, you can't just flip it because it's facing the wrong way. Like the difference. I like doing this sometimes, just flipping between art. Then for the flashbang, this is much easier to look at, I think. I did a lot of texture here. A lot of texturing. I think that's good. I really like it. I really like this art. Wish I committed a bit more to the flashlight. Because it's kind of hard to tell, especially depending on what screen you're looking at. Because I mentioned before that both my monitors and my tablet display the color differently. And like, on the tablet, it's not easy to tell that there's a flashlight. It kind of looks like vaguely light. On my main monitor, it's a little easier, but still not very easy to tell. And then on my second monitor, where I have OBS pulled up so I can see it, like, I can't even see anything beyond the flashlight. I think what would have helped this is if I committed to the shadows a bit more. I'm critiquing my own art now. If I committed to the shadows a bit more, I think it would have helped. But I did not commit to. Because I'm pussy. I did not commit to the shadows. And I should have committed to those shadows a bit more. Oh, whatever, you live and you learn. Like, that would have made the flashlight thing more obvious. Not there. Would have made it a lot more obvious. Oh, whatever. Now I know. Now I know to commit. I did that poorly. Keep doing that. Oh my god. Rocks are a bit tricky. They're a little tricky to get right sometimes. How's everyone feeling about the last Amazing Digital Circus episode? Like, I know after the last one, people were saying Ragatha's gonna abstract. Now people think Kane's gonna abstract. I remember people being like, Gangel's gonna abstract after episode 4, which is very funny. I didn't think Gangel was gonna abstract. I know some people did. I think it's very funny. Just, everybody's wondering who are we losing? I think right now it's kind of like a mix between Jax is gonna abstract and Kane's gonna abstract. I'm not sure if Kane can abstract. That's why I'm like more on the Jax side. Cause like is abstraction like a purely human thing? Like can Kane abstract? Is the thing? Like something's wrong with Kane. So things aren't going well for Kane right now. But I don't know if he can abstract. I don't want to lose Jax. I like Jax. I remember after episode 2, people were so mad at how they did Jack's characterization. Because they wanted him to be, like... they want, like how Jax described himself in episode 6. That's like a... What did he call it? He called himself a chicken fetus that needed to be cracked open. Yeah. So funny. That's what people wanted. And then when they saw episode 2, and he's like, no, he's actually borderline psychotic. People were mad. People were mad. I liked it. We have a lot of characters that are just... A lot of characters in media that are just... barely there. Or like, whatever. It was so funny to watch. It was so funny to watch it happen. I'm gonna keep the rocks for now. I might add some more to the later. I'm not even sure how visible they are. Things kind of get a bit muddy when you're adding colors, like when you're getting colors in characters. I can see fine here, and I can see it pretty well on my first monitor. I don't trust anything I see on my second monitor. Behind the Hollow Knight is just a black void on my second monitor. It's something weird. I don't know. I thought cheap, you know. Speaking of buying cheap, my keyboard, it's a mechanical keyboard, it's got the fucking RGB lighting. I don't really need that. I'd be fine with just a normal one color. But the cheapest one I saw on Amazon had RGB. The 2 key, it's broken. I mean, I could still use the 2 key. I can press 2. The problem is that it stopped lighting up. And I don't know why. Because I was using my computer, it was fine. I shut it down, went to sleep, woke up, a few hours, I don't know, whatever. I turn on my PC again, and the 2 key is just fucked. For some reason. No clue why. But it is. It is weird, I don't know why. It's odd. Well, anyways, I tried to. I replaced the Switch under 2 Sans. I replaced. Sans, what are you doing here? I forgot chapter 2. You can actually go inside the fucking grocery store. Anyways, back to what I was saying. It's a 2 key. What was I saying? I replaced the Switch. I replaced it. It was very hard. I broke the original one. The plastic just broke, I don't know. But I replaced the Switch. And it's still not lighting up, so it's not an issue with the Switch. I know that now. The doggy of escaped. Oh my goodness. I did a lot to that background. Maybe I should add some stalactites or stalagmites. Or both. I think that looks nice. That's the end of the thing. That's the end of the chapter 2 soundtrack. Hopefully I finish this drawing before I get through chapter 4. So I play the Bad Time Simulator. I mentioned it earlier. I've never beaten Sans. I played the Bad Time Simulator a couple times. I have yet to actually win. I haven't really committed to it. I think it's like the main reason. I haven't. Like, I play like a couple times and then I'm like, alright, well that was fun. And then I stop. This is looking good. I like this. Okay. Chapter 4. There's chapter 3 first. Switching to you. Why is Ruger Buster the first one? Okay, there we go. Actually, I'm pretty proud of this background that I'm doing, actually. Wow. It's looking nice. I just need to add the, whatever, lighting onto it. I'm gonna do that later, though. Not right now. Actually, I want to look at that brush I saw earlier. The ground. Ooh. Yeah. I think that looks good. I just gotta... Look at that. What should I do? That could be good for stones. Is the... Oh, wait. Oh, I'm trying to be playing. Wait. Okay. That's not perfect. Like that effect. Doesn't really work right now. I could use it sometime. Not now. Later. Use that effect later. Mr. Antenna. I like Tenna. Tenna's good. Hell yeah. Okay, let's get that back here. Yeah, it's alright. I'm gonna do the thing with the light. Now, where is that light? Wait. Little higher. Found it. It's really white. How's the white look? Eh. Orange. I think orange is the way to go. Now the Hollow Knight himself. You can even see his body right now. The background's so dark. Don't worry, I'm gonna fix that. Give me a minute. Where is eyes? Where are your eyes? Here, a little lower. There we go, I found them. I turned on a lamp. It should be turned on. whether it is or not. Where's the cloak? Hello? There you are. You're the wrong shade of gray. You're meant to be more orange. And darker. You're meant to be darker, too. Yeah, that's a good color. A little more saturation. There we go. There you are. You've got a cloak. You traumatized little bastard. Okay, where's your head? Where is your head layer? Found it. I gotta darken that a little bit. It's too dark for it to be that bright. Add the brightness back. Nice. Time to deal with the where is his body situation. I gotta see where his arms are. Just gonna turn all these layers down just a smidge so that I can see. You can see his body. It's still a little bit. You should also have more variation. Still a little bit more. Specifically on this side, because this side's still, you can't tell what's going on at all. This a little bit. Just a smidge. It's just a smidge of blue. A little bit more. Yeah. So he's a little bit more visible. We're gonna work with that a little bit. Maybe do glow damage. Glow damage? You can really see his body now. I'm gonna change the color of the chains. Make it look a bit more gray. Now I have to remember how I colored metal, because I don't know. I turn my mic up. No, I don't need to turn up my mic volume. I'm just muttering. I'm just muttering. I could move my mic closer to me though, actually, so it's a bit easier to hear my mutterings. Really? Because in my OBS it looks fine, you know? It looks fine in my OBS. It's like just on the cusp of being on yellow. I don't think I need to turn it up. This is... I'll turn it up a little bit. Yeah, now it's louder. Now I'm reaching in yellow. Okay. Anyway. I think that might have been a you issue. Why is that? Okay. Like the changes. I don't know like that. Fixing that. I don't know how to color metal. Metal's hard. No, so let a glow layer novel. Yeah, that's looking good. Good strings. These trees are a little bit. I We also have to change the background to color it a bit more. You can barely see those fuckers. Now adding a bit more light to them, give them a bit more depth. Look at that. That's looking good. Okay. Now, more of the night. There it is. Cloak. Cloak's a bit weird. A bit of a gradient. And then add a glow layer. With more depth there. Yeah, that's looking good. There he is. Face a little bigger. that a little bit. Good. I'm gonna start putting some stuff onto the layers now. First of all, I'm gonna add the glow of the radiance. So, do I do a color dodge for that, or maybe not a color dodge? Maybe color dodge is not the way to do it. Maybe that's just the way it looks to make it. The glow dodge look. Glow dodge. Look, good. Add glow? Nah. Glow burn. Linear light? Pin light? Oh, maybe. Maybe a pin light. Give me glow dodge. Give me glow dodge. Is the way to go for this. Yeah, I think glow dodge. Glow dodge is the way for this. I also need to add overlay. Where did I do that? Also, I'm going a bit of a multiply around. You don't know how to do my coloring? And my rendering? Vibes. There's nothing really clear cut about it. I just do whatever I think would look nice. Not an exclusion. Exclusion is not. Duration, no. Overlay? I think it's pretty good actually. Okay. I need a in the background. I need to add that shit to the background. Footage. And this glow dodge. Ooh, yeah, glow dodge. Glow dodge for sure. Also, I wanna here so that it looks a bit less odd because it's flat right now. I have a spray. See what I'm doing with the spray? Making it look less flat so that it looks less out of place. Get it without with the intensity of it, but you see where I'm getting at with it. It helps the appearance a lot. Now for the little shades. Here you are. I still gotta add some reflecting on you. Glow dodge isn't the way to. Yeah, it's add glow now. Ah, see, that's why it wasn't working. Now it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Is any of it? Here we go. Oh yeah, this is looking nice. This is looking sick. Thank you! Yeah, I'm really liking how it's turning out. I think it's looking good. Yeah, this is looking good. This is looking good. I like this. I got it. have these layers up. Add some more texture onto it. Sand. I think there is something there. It's like particle size. Turn that down a little bit. Yeah. This is looking good. I don't have more detail to I don't think it looks raggedy enough. I think it just needs more texture. It just needs more texture. That's an improvement. I think we should go below the tree. Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure. Ooh. That's looking cool. Yeah. I just realized he doesn't have the room. He does so I get it. He's not ragged enough. Gonna add some texture onto this. Yeah. That was the way to go. Also, do a little bit of... Yes. 100% yes. Ooh. Oh, that's looking cool as shit now. It was already looking good before, but now, ooh, looking good. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's looking good. I don't even know how this effect is working right now, but I don't care because it looks cool as hell. It's looking cool as all hell right now. Look at that shit. Ooh. It's so cool. And glow. Gotta turn down the layer size, but 100% yes. Layer size, brush size doesn't. Yes. It's looking really cool. Keep adding shit to the trees. they don't have enough depth. The trees look a bit more ragged. You think they're old? This is looking good. This is looking good. Yes. Hatchings. I can use gauze. Well, that's what I usually use. This, I don't know. Yeah, the big size. I like this actually. Layer just there for texture. Not with that. Smaller. Little smaller particles. Yes. And then I had a little bit of motion delay. No strength. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, that's looking great. Looking really good, actually. I'm very happy with how this is turning out. Yes. Very, very happy with how this is turning out. Yeah. Nice. I think I should stop adding. I think it's like a lot. Maybe one more of the. Let's and I think that might be done. I think I might be done with this. I think it looks sick. Actually, I might need to define it a bit more. I think I still need to define his body just a little bit more. I'm gonna use that color to do it. Specifically the arm area. Because it is hard to tell what is going on over here. Why am I on blur? I just want to be on the eraser. Yeah, like that. Because it was getting really hard to tell what was going on. Fix that a little bit though, actually. Gotta define shit, even if it doesn't make sense. It looks better if you know what's going on. That, I think, improved it a lot. Radiance. fun skull. Yeah. That's looking good. That's looking good. I think, yeah, I think for real this time. Art done. Art done. This is my second time saving it. I really should be better about that. Yay! I finished my art. Leave gonna do a Kinger sketch to leave off. I had fun doing this drawing, even if the commentary is probably a bit off, because I'm not used to this. There's not much for me to talk about. Just a lot of me talking about the fandoms I'm into and what I like about them, and just talking about them in general. It's a little off. I'm probably not going to do another one of these for a while, but it's good. It came out well. I will do another one of these at some point, hopefully by the time that I've actually built a little bit of a following, so that people are actually there to witness the art in progress. Next stream will be on Monday, or I will be playing Repo with Joe and Rue. That's a fun stream. That's a fun stream. Thank you for watching. I'll be back to the controller hands on Amble on Monday. I already said this twice, but again, thank you for watching the stream, and goodbye.